Namaste. Welcome, and may peace, may love be with all of us and with all the beings on earth. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I would like to start with a guided meditation. So please take a position with your body that you can feel relaxed for some time. You don't have to move. I hope you have protected this space for you and this time for you, so you can be fully present here. So sit in a nice, comfortable position, allowing your body to be soft and relaxed. And whenever you are ready, gently close your eyes and invite your attention to be on the breath. One breath comes in, one breath goes out. And follow the breath for some time, some moments, in an easy way, as if you're following a leaf, falling down the tree. Let your body relax. And while you're still on the breath, reserve some attention to be open to what is your direct experience right now. Notice what your attention is conscious of at this moment. Maybe it's on your breathing, or maybe on your heartbeat. Maybe the attention is on some thoughts, or maybe on some body sensations. All these objects of attention might feel very intimate, as if they belong to you. And in this meditation, I would like to invite you to try to see these objects of attention as if they are not personal. In the same way as you consider the sound of my voice not personal. See if you can consider as not personal also the sound of your heart or the flow of your breath. And if thoughts comes, just try to see them as passing clouds. In this meditation, we dive into awareness. We're trying to see that the awareness that is aware of things outside of you is the same awareness that is aware of what is inside of you, whatever you consider inside of you. Awareness is a vast space. Does awareness have a beginning or an end? Can you say that awareness is in the body or outside the body? How far is awareness from you? Can you see its boundaries? How old is awareness? Is it here only now, or it has been here also yesterday and the day before yesterday? Awareness was there even when you were a newborn baby. Awareness is something that has been there even before you were born. And awareness is something that will remain even after your body will fall off. All your experiences in life get registered in the vast space of awareness. And this awareness is what the I am is. It is the subject of all objects that is aware of. It is the most intimate sense of being. I am is pure awareness and is the matrix of all that has ever been. The I am, this sense of presence, this sense of existence we are feeling inside, is pervading the whole space outside. It is aware of everything, but does not differentiate, does not grab anything, does not reject anything. Staying in this vast space of awareness, remain still in silence. And if the mind wants to say something, let her talk. You choose to dive into this sense of being present. You stay in I am. And if your mind conquers you and takes you for a ride, you can always use your breath to bring you back here. Meditation will continue for 15 minutes in silence now. Today, I would like to explore with you from close what the I am really is. So, the most essential step is to find out who you are. It's only after having realized the I am, which is pure consciousness, that we can move from purity and not from mind. In the previous course, we have talked about the nature of desires. There are desires that lead us to liberation and desire that drags us more and more into ignorance and misery. We will cover the full range of desire during these courses. But today we go into finding out who is really the one that could ever desire anything. All our thoughts, perceptions, ideas, beliefs, they all sprout from that which we call I. The I is always the subject, and all what we perceive and experience is an object. I is like the sky, and all experiences are like the clouds in the sky. So when we say, I see a flower, I is the subject and the flower is an object. When we say, I feel sad, I is the subject, while the emotion of sadness is the experienced object. So we all have been educated to put our attention on the clouds. We are in the clouds. And because our attention is always on the clouds, we never pay attention to the I, to the subject. Now, please listen carefully. If we really look deeply, we can see that the subject, what we call the I, is also an idea. It's also a cloud. It appears to exist by attaching itself to something that are not itself. What we call I is a kind of taste. It's a taste that is attached to ideas such as I am a human being, I live in a body, I do things, and so on. This is what we call I, and I belongs to the egoic consciousness. And with ego comes always a certain sense of alienation, incompleteness, and falseness. In essence, we are pretending to be something that we are not. There is nothing wrong if you want to keep on believing in something that you're not. But this belief is the cause of all suffering. The aim of these meetings is to challenge this idea, challenge what we call I. So our task is to start realizing how our attention is always on things and never on the I. We are focused on things that we believe and perceive and remember. But who? Who is thinking those thoughts? Who is perceiving those perceptions? So what we need to do is to focus on that sense of I within ourselves, which thinks our thoughts and which perceives our perceptions. And this is easily done by adopting a habit of contemplating the question, what is this thing inside of me that is aware of my thoughts? What is this thing inside of me that is perceiving objects outside of myself? By contemplation, I don't mean concentration. It's more like you are interested in into putting your attention on what it feels. This sense of existence that you feel inside is I. You find this sense of existence and you stay there. You can do it right now. We can all do it right now. It's good that these courses, they are direct experience by yourself. It's not just a lecture. You see, it's more like, being in the words. So right now, there is a certain feeling of being. Yeah, a sense of being, a taste of being here, something. And this we call I. Go to what you call I. But now listen carefully. While you stay on the sense of I, you need to be aware not to make the I an object to look at. You're looking for the I. I means this inner intimate feeling. You see, this is not something to be observed. It's not a thing. You don't have to make it a thing. Because if you do so, then you are in a trap. And in this trap, most people fall. So keep alert. While you travel back to your eye, to the eye, notice how attention becomes a hungry ghost that wants to grab at something to focus on. It's very subtle. When you start to look for the I, you might end up feeling some bodily sensations or some peace, harmony. Be aware. Be extremely aware of how this process is happening. So just before you find that thing that you think might be the I, there is an inner movement of looking, of seeking. So I just repeat, because this is important that you see that before you find that thing that you might believe is the I, there is an inner movement of looking, of seeking. My master Papaji calls it the inner I, the inner I. That which is doing the looking is the I, not the thing that it eventually looks at. That is the I. The most important thing is to see how you are searching for the I and go straight to the I that is doing the looking. The I that is doing the looking is what you're looking for, and it's not an object. It is that center of identity, of presence, you see. And this is exactly the center from where everything comes forth. But you see, this center is not a real entity. Be aware, it is not a real entity. If you think there is an entity there, entity, be aware, because here is the trap, you see. We feel that sense of existence and we believe that is real and permanent. It is a common habit, only because we have been always lazy to look at it deeply. This sense that we call I has no reality. This personal I has no reality. It's another cloud in the sky. And our practice is to develop a strong interest to hold onto this sense of I. We have to go into this thing, that thinks our thoughts, and not to be distracted by any other thing. And this is your task, my dear friends. By doing this with perseverance, you see, or by doing this fully in an instant, you will realize that the I, that sense of identity, will very slowly start to subside. And when this last cloud, you see, it's disappearing from the sky of consciousness, you realize that that sky of consciousness is what you really are. I remember there is a beautiful analogy, you see, that Ramana Maharishi, the guru of my guru, he often uses. He says, imagine that the I thought is the shirt of a person, and that person has gone for a long walk in the forest, and then he got lost there. His family is worried, and so he gives one of that man's shirt to the dog of the man. So the dog starts to sniff into the shirts, and then he puts his nose on the ground, and he follows the scent back to the man, the owner of the shirt. So that sense of feeling me, I, this sense, that this identity that I think it's me, you see, it's the smell. That sense is the shirt, and the real self is the lost man. So when you feel the presence, you sense. By sensing the smell of the shirt, you can reach the man, the lost man. So if you want to find what you think is lost, then you put your spiritual nose into the scent of I and trace it back to its place of its origin. And there you will find the treasure chamber of your real self, which is pure consciousness, with no clouds of any thought, of any me, of any I. And that vast space of consciousness is the cause and is also the substance of the entire world. Consciousness is the one and only reality. And there is only one sky. And this sky is pure consciousness. In the human being, we can give it the name I am. Not I am something, but I am. So by staying with curiosity, you see, strong curiosity, interest, you need to have an interest, which is not a thing, which is available in presence, in silence. You can see your true nature. So this is the first step, is to find out who you are. This is the most important thing, in life. You have to find out who you are. So we need to have this very strong interest promoted by the aspiration we nurture within. You see, it's an aspiration that is promoted by the fire, but we ignite from freeing ourselves from opinions, from fears, and from all the falseness. That fire is the most precious thing, is the divine in us, and it's beautiful. This fire is the aspiration, is the curiosity, is the enthusiasm, you see, and we pay attention to it. This fire, it will take you where you can finally live as an expression of freedom, of light, of truth. No more in words or in understanding, but as a living presence. This fire is not to be underestimated, you see, it's incredibly important. It's actually the most important thing for the success and the failure of virtually everything we do. From relationships, work, finances, creativity, and to overall happiness. And this fire is unstoppable. It gives us the tools, you see, to optimize the mind and to enhance an overall success, call it like that, by staying in the I am, which is the mystery of the I am, which is pure consciousness. You are tapping on the field of infinite possibilities. And from here, you see, you will let your strongest pull move you on to the next step. And in order to intelligently navigate in life, we surely need to see clearly how consciousness operates. So now, who is the one that could ever desire anything? I am. Consciousness, desiring for whatever it happens within consciousness itself. There is only one consciousness, and that is I am, devoid of any attribute. So stay here. Don't let your mind move from your heart. There is only one sky, and you are that. Don't be fooled.